Haters said, Adam, maybe you should retire from rapping. Bitch, you gotta be kiddin'. A face mask couldn't stop me from spittin'. Built the first smart house myself. It's my patent, you oughta see. I own the rights to this intellectual property. Why? I ran out of room for dead bodies. I was in need of a larger tomb. There was only a small storage space, so at the time there was no longer room. You thought I lost my concentration and started to lose it? No, I'm focused and gaining ratings, so no distractions come into my music. You try to play the part of a rapper. I didn't even audition to rap this dope. Adam Stark is instinctively stealing your fame, so the outcome is snatch your role. Write clues on dead bodies of whack rappers I make extinct. Literal poisonous tattoos with hidden messages coated with ink. Every line in this has multiple meanings, yet have you noticed a thing? This poison ink in sync when synced is inked. I have a riddle for you, a question. The material in question is this. If you could travel back in time, and if you successfully did it, travel back in time for the simple purpose, inventin', basically Adam's suggestion. Now let's see if you listened. Pause this quick and say what you need to say you now invented. Answer for this riddle, inventin'. Clues to keep in mind, as I said it was material, and I actually said I suggested to suggest it. The answer itself blended in the rhyme, suggest tin. On the subject of invention, since its inception, I have proven on numerous events my adept wit is not contested. Now here's my next shit. It's called The Cause of Death. This trash rapper kept watching me. Now I'll explain how I stopped this beef. What's impolite is starin'. What's in pole eye is starin'. What's left one simple eye to starin'. Twisted the eye out of his head. Bloody awful mess. Used a nut-fixing tool. What's the cause of death? I guess I'll call it a socket wrench. On to the next. You whack rappers work for me. Motivation to be the one good rapper, certainly. I'll steal your measuring stick and make you choke to death on it is something I will do. Cause of death. Me, your boss, and your ruler killed you. On to the next. Extremely morbidly fat body is making him die without his knowledge, but that's not all of it. While he's stuck miles underneath me, his eyes look up to see the mountain's edge and visually follow it. I drop a heavy dumbbell that can't possibly miss him. So for the causes of death, how are we calling it? He, the victim, would look up while pointing at the dumbbell, then literally say, anticipation. The weight is killing me. In this case, weight has three meanings, literally. On to the next. Repeatedly, several times, while this whack rapper was on the ground, he stomped to death. So what's the cause of death? Insanity or bad learning in the end, because I was repeating the same steps over and over again. On to the next. Gasoline starting erupting flames on his fingers on the tips, spread to beyond his wrist, all the way to his shoulders. Now the next clue is probably common sense, but even though no gun was involved in this, the cause of death was still firearms, ironically in the end of all of this. On to the next. Another terrible writer with some fame, but he wouldn't battle due to cowardice tendencies. He scarcely climbed his way up the ladder while heavily on narcotic extremities. While up there, he viewed real rappers battle, so scared of the violence he fell off while being so high. The cause of death? His fear of fights. On to the next. This poor man refused to eat and was extremely sad ever since. Cause of death? Think starvation or depression. He felt nothing inside, so the cause of death was emptiness. On to the next. Prison sentence with no parole, no death penalty, died in prison as well. The cause of death in this instance was ironically life itself. On to the next. A guy lost his life due to a disloyal friend. It's a unique tale. His treacherous double-crossing buddy told him a bad exit on purpose after the illegal street sale. The rail next to the ocean killed him after running out of the sandy trail. So what's the causes of death? The beach rail. Choke you to death with one hand, my armor durability. While I'm physically protected for a long time with good armor durability, other good rappers and myself don't want to hear you question armor durability. My life story should teach you fuck all the hate that haters do. My writing pen has a human quality. If what I say is true, give my pen a trait to break through. See ya on the other side.